For me, I found that CFR really is more than a series of exercises or explorations. People can get all different levels out of this, and for me, I've chosen to take it a little bit deeper and try to incorporate this in a lot of pieces of my life. So I've had a couple of powerful realizations. I had an experience where I almost drowned when I was 13 in the ocean in a very major swell. I got stuck in the outside at Santa Monica, and the lifeguards wouldn't come and get me. It was too large, and ultimately I had to save myself. And I had chosen to bury that experience, and I'd say it was a PTSD experience. And it's something that I revisited through the CFR, and what I realized was that it left me with a pattern that I always rely on myself, always feel like I need to push everybody else out of the way, take the lead, just do it myself at my own pace, because nobody else is going to save me but me, nobody else is going to get it done by me. So I was able to see that connection in my life. I was also able to see that I'm a type A personality, and I just keep driving forward. I told people this story that I've realized it's like being a Marine on a beach. When I get started, I don't back up. I take ground with blood and sweat, 2 inches at a time, and I never retreat. The way that I learned this partly or recognized it was through my explorations. I found that I was pushing so hard, working so hard, did not understand that this is not an exercise. It's the ability to control, to release, to go in two directions. And as I was starting to do this with the mechanics of my body, I found that I could also do this both with my energy and with the patterns in my life also. So the idea of starting something and tearing it up and having to start over would have been so frustrating to me before, but now I've learned sometimes you need to back up to make progress, and I find even in my workload that I don't go berserk if the computer crashes and I lose a file. I don't go crazy if I spend 3 hours and decide I want to go in a different direction instead of trying to make what I've started work. I'm willing to just back up. Realized that I have a lot more control. By seeing the physical aspects, it was very easy for me to internalize the emotional aspects of that also. With this COVID situation, just to put in perspective, I've spent some time realizing what I want in life, and I'm balancing my life, work, relationships, and everything around what I want, again, and making these things work for me, making them more flexible, not trying to see things always going in one direction. And I'm finding that I'm relating better to people. I'm finding that I'm being more patient. I'm finding that I'm being less frustrated because I have different expectations and I'm not pushing so hard. I'm willing to take the pedal off. I'm willing to back up. That allows me to engage with people, that sometimes I can take 2 steps back and I can be more present with what it is that they're trying to express instead of me trying to overwhelm or control them or control the whole circumstance. So for me, a lot of these explorations which we've done have allowed me to identify patterns in my life, have allowed me to identify habits also, and has allowed me to reflect on those, has allowed me to differentiate some of those also, so I have some choice now also as to how I incorporate those with each other, how I separate them, what I bring to the table, what I don't bring to the table, how I usually show up, choices that I may have. So for me, CFR has been a very, very profound experience. It started off with I wanted pain relief. My pain level is really very manageable now. I would say I was in 24-hour pain previously. It's sporadic now, so that was accomplished. I'm not taking any type of supplements, so it seems like the pain elements worked. Wanted to be able to swim. I'm swimming now and I'm enjoying that. Think it's going to translate into surfing, but just as importantly, I'm enjoying life more now, and I think that's maybe one of the greatest gifts that CFR has. I just really want to say, Melissa, really thank you. And when you say to me, thank you for coming, it's such the wrong thing, because in this space, like I said, hope I bring something also, but the gift that you've given me really is a life gift. So I appreciate it, and it's something I'm going to always treasure for the rest of my life. And 9 years talking to a lot of people. Melissa's a very special person. I've seen her work with so many people who've had a similar experience to me. Since coming on board, I've seen people that are in the same place that I was. I've seen the same kind of progress occur in them. I see people that have similar injuries to me, and I can really relate to their movement, and I really can learn a lot from watching other people now also. So it's just really been a great gift for me in a lot of different areas, and I would tell everybody, give it a try. Nothing ventured, nothing lost, nothing gained. The important thing is you're not going to hurt yourself in the process, so I just don't know why everybody wouldn't give this a shot. Just take a little bit of time and see if this is right for you. Thank you.